All right, we're back. We had an incoming call from Archie Griffin. He was
guys.
He was pretty bitter that Mike thought Earl Campbell was the last back-to-back.
Oh.
Are we on the right recording right now?
We are on
or
the
on
right
your phone
recording.
or YouTube?
We're recording. Can you just
on YouTube?
Yes.
We're good. No one's watching this because we're gonna end after the first one, so we can just say
Right.
whatever we want at this point.
So who cares?
So
anyways.
Lamar Jackson's going for back-to-back Heisman's.
Yes.
First one.
And it was Archie Griffin. You were right. I was
Only
wrong.
one
Earl
since
Campbell.
Archie
So
Griffin.
whatever.
I did say Tebow first. All right, so we did this or that. I'm taking Jordan Spieth with recap. Mike's got Tiger Woods. Mike's
That's right.
wrong. I'm right.
You always are. I know.
We'll do another one next week. So anyway, let's recap week 1 of the NFL. I wish we had some music.
Dun 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 dun.
Copyright. YouTube just kicked us off.
No, they didn't.
We'll have to get music. But yeah.
Did they come back with the Hank Williams Jr. on Monday night? Because I didn't watch it.
You see my TV? I have a TV. I don't have cable, so I don't watch.
Sad. He's so sad.
I just stream.
He's a sad man.
I just
sad
stream- I
man.
just
And then my
stream
wife looked at
everything.
me and said, "Do you know we're paying $260 for DirecTV?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do."
That's why I don't pay for cable. That's why
All
I
right.
don't do it.
So NFL last week. I'm going to start off just by saying that a couple things that were interesting to me.
yeah, take some intro. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Jacksonville's defense, number one, blew my mind how good they were. Just, their defensive line with the number of sacks. I think they had 10 sacks last week. It was
10
amazing.
sacks. So let's temper.
You
Let's
know.
temper. Who'd they play? Tom Savage.
Yeah. And Deshaun Watson.
Who I love Deshaun Watson's a college
Yeah.
player, but what do we know, right?
They don't really have
Did
too
they
much
look
of an
that good
offense,
Thursday night against Cincinnati?
No, they were terrible.
I think Jacksonville's good.
But
let's-
Jacksonville's defense, hey,
You know what's best about this recording right now?
What?
I now don't have to see your face because the button's in the middle of it.
Right, because I hide right there and you can't see it on
I
YouTube, but
I
there's
hope
a
other
button.
people can't see it either.
They won't.
So Jacksonville was good.
It also shocked me that New England week 1 lost because I had them at 15-1.
I think that
Now they have to go 15-0.
in order to win the overbet,
Right.
I think that I read that that's the first time that they've lost a game in Foxborough with a fourth quarter lead since Brady's been the quarterback.
Yeah.
So they took that lead in the fourth quarter. It was like, it's over. It's done.
But I think
Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill, nope, not done.
Yeah, I think Alex Smith probably had the best game of his career.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, he's done after that.
I don't think Alex Smith is repeating that.
No.
But you know what? You know what the Chiefs showed? They got playmakers. And
Yeah, they do.
I doubt Tyreek Hill. I still doubt Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill.
you did, because I want to bring that up because you put him down. You were like, don't pick him. He's not going to be good. They're going to find a way to get that ball
They
in
did.
that kid's hand every moment of the game.
They did, and I think you hate Andy Reid. We talked about this. I think Andy Reid schemed it perfectly. Like, he got Tyreek open.
Mm-hmm.
He also has a weapon he wasn't counting on, 3-4 weeks ago in Kareem Hunt, the way he exploded on the scene.
Right.
Travis Kelce didn't do a whole lot, but that's because the Pats are pretty good against
Mm-hmm.
tight end, and Belichick's, he schemed him out of that. So I could be wrong on Tyreek Hill. Now, it's only going to take him punching a woman once more to get him suspended. But he
Jesus.
looked
Or some PEDs.
He looked fast,
Something like
gadgety,
that,
good. So I don't think Alex Smith has to have this ever has to have the same game, but
Yeah.
he's got the weapons now that if he can hit a couple
Right.
18-yarders, Hill can go 40 for the house. Hunt can go 50 for the house.
Yeah.
Kelsey's going to just open up the middle of that field.
And he can be a
I don't think the
pedestrian
Chiefs can
quarterback
win the
and let
Super
other
Bowl
guys
because
win.
I think you're going to have a game in the playoffs
Yeah.
against the Pats, against the Steelers, in the Super Bowl against the Falcons, the Packers, the Saints, something like that, where you're going to be asked to go against one of the elite quarterbacks,
And you're going to have
tit
to
for
do
tat,
it, right.
and I don't think you can do it. And I think in the Super Bowl and the playoffs, they're going to say, listen, we're taking Hill away, and we're taking Kelsey away. Hunt's going to have to beat us on the ground for 240 yards.
Right.
So I still don't believe Smith can win you the big
The
game.
other thing that blew my mind was the Baltimore Ravens. I absolutely positively can't stand the Baltimore Ravens. I think they have horseshoes hanging in their locker room, up their ass, wherever it is. They're just not as good as they're offered to be. When your quarterback doesn't throw a pass in the second half, and all he does is let the ball run, and he's a game manager.
Well, that's what was called for him. Too.
And then I have to go on WBAL today, and I have to hear Femi Ayanbadejo, who lucked into a Super Bowl championship in 2000, talk about, hey guys, guess what? It's week 1, but I think they're just as good as the 2000s defense. F off, okay? You're going to be 3-0. Pray to God my Steelers will win this weekend. They'll win the next week, and we can be 3-0 too, and then we'll see what really happens. I can't stand the Ravens. They find ways to luckily win games, and it irks me to death.
I hate the Ravens too. This is probably bad for our audience since we're in Maryland, Maryland shirt. I hate the Ravens.
Williams.
I hate the Ravens as well. There was no luck about Sunday's victory. They won 20-0. The defense played well. Flacco did what he had to do. I don't like Flacco. Flacco's garbage. But if you're asked to be mediocre and you can be just mediocre, and that's enough to win.
But then they play teams and make them mediocre too, and they luck box their way into winning.
I think they dumb down their opponents to their style, and you know what? That's a credit to their style, though. I can't stand
And
him.
Dean Pease is the next coming of
I'd rather watch paint dry than watch a Ravens football game.
I can't even
I'd
think
rather
of a
watch a
defensive
doubleheader
coordinator.
of 10-year-old softball, which I have to do
So
every
I'm
Sunday.
praying to God, Cleveland, show up like you did against the pathetic Steelers last weekend and play a good game.
I think Cleveland's going to show up. I don't know. You might get them as a Sunday silly. We'll get to that later.
And the Steelers, they kind of disappointed, boys and
They
girls.
didn't disappoint. They won.
Yeah, they disappointed. They should have beaten that team. If you have not seen it
They
already,
did beat that team.
I'm going to show Dan after this. I can't show it here now, but if you have not seen, please go on and look at Pittsburgh Dad. It's hilarious. This guy had a video this week when he watches the games, and it's exactly what I was thinking. 100%. It's we should be beating this team. I had this whole game figured out in my head before this, and it's not working out.
This is what it's like talking to Mike every week about
21-18.
You won the game on the road.
I know.
What have I said for the last 8 podcasts
You said
that we've
Ben
done?
sucks on the road.
Did Ben suck on the road?
No.
He didn't play well.
He was the 12th ranked quarterback last week. It's fine.
Mediocre is what it is.
Better than half. 60% in the 60th.
And we'll say that like the 5 and 6 of them really don't belong to be starters.
Okay.
But he's mediocre. That's what he is on the road.
Jacoby Brissett was better than him. That's sad.
Hey, what?
So
You know
anyways.
what? Go 5 and 3 on the road.
The final thing that
Go
shocks
7 and 1, 6 and 2 at home. You win the division.
The thing that shocks me too is not shocks me, but I was so excited to see Tampa Bay play, and we had the hurricane come through. God, hopefully everyone is fine in Florida.
Sounds like
again.
you missed the Florida area. Not missed it, but it wasn't as severe.
Right, but I'm just Key West is devastated, but
But
I
Tampa
can't.
doesn't play there.
Right,
So don't play
I
there.
understand, but I'm saying hopefully all those people are fine. But I can't wait to see Tampa play, as I really think that they're going to have a solid season, and we
I
didn't
agree.
even see him last weekend. So I'm excited
As
this
long
week
as
to see him.
Jameis can keep his penis in his pants, then I think they're gonna be all right.
Did he ever let it out?
Yeah, he put it into a woman without her consent. It was an issue.
No.
In Florida State. That was after he probably
No.
stole. That was after he stole the crabs. Yeah.
Yeah, he had crabs. He didn't do that.
He had crabs and then gave it to her.
He bought hot dogs too.
And he
And then
stole. He stole
stuck the hot
crabs.
dog in the bun.
Yeah, but without consent. The one didn't give consent. But anyway, so if he,
I'd give consent to him.
If
He's
he-
a solid dude.
if he, oh jeez, if he can stay out of trouble, which sounds like he's got his head screwed on straight now, and he's actually a good quarterback. Yeah, I agree. Tampa's gonna be fun. My takeaways, I'm disappointed, and I hate this team, but I'm disappointed in the Redskins. One, I'll give credit where it's due. Carson Wentz played well. I've poo-pooed on that guy for 5 podcasts plus, and I still don't think he's a good quarterback. But he played well. He put up 300 yards, 30 points. But the Redskins, now, to be fair, the Eagles' defense is also good, but the Redskins didn't look good at all. They haven't looked good in the preseason.
How?
The drama with the quarterback situation.
However, the Redskins, you should not have been ready to be impressed by them. Their
No.
team is trifling.
I thought they're an 8-8 team, I think is what I said.
Yeah, 7-9, 6-10. Kirk Cousins is good, but he is not as good as they want to pay him that money for.
I agree.
You're talking about 2
But-
receivers on this team that really have no clout. You're hanging your season on Terrell Pryor, a 1-year contract, a guy who had a stellar season last year. I mean,
I think Terrell
you
Pryor-
have no
I-
running back. Your defense is pathetic.
Can't get a word in edgewise. I think Terrell Pryor's for real. I think James Crowder's a good slot receiver. Jordan Reed is a stud tight end.
Okay.
It's on Cousins to do something.
Listen to this, though.
Hold on.
Why was Jamison Crowder such a good slot receiver last year? Can you riddle me that?
Because of Jackson on the outside.
Exactly.
Well, I think
They have no outside presence.
Pryor's
that'll
the
get
outside
Crowder-
pass.
No,
Yes.
he's not Deshaun Jackson.
no, he's not.
He
But
isn't.
Deshaun Jackson always drops balls like it's.
But
like
that's
it's his
okay. He
business.
opened up the middle for Crowder to have a great season.
I was disappointed in the Redskins. At a home game, I thought they'd come to play. I think Cousins turned it over 3 times, 2 fumbles, an interception. He got outplayed by the other quarterback.
And Gruden was outcoached. He's just not
Well,
an
Jake
NFL
Gruden.
coach.
Listen,
Not coach.
I wasn't expecting him to go 13-3 or 11-5, but at home I expected him to hold serve versus a team. What did I predict the Eagles to go? 5-11.
Yeah. Well, but
So what I'm saying is,
right. I predicted them somewhere like 9-7.
No, you said 7-9. Go back and
Okay,
look at the tape.
still.
But what I'm saying is I'm disappointed or I'm surprised because what I had was the Skins at like 9-7 and the Eagles at 5-11. And what I saw on Sunday was the opposite. The Eagles look like the 9-17.
Right. But you know you
And
can't
the
always
Skins
be
at
right.
home. No, I can't always be right. And so I'm disappointed in their performance.
And Carson Wentz has a better rating than Dak Prescott right now.
Not QBR.
So I'm winning in 4 of the 5 categories.
4 of the 6.
4 of the 6.
Ints.
Oh,
Interceptions.
Okay. Wait till he goes to Denver this week and Prescott gets his butt pounded by that defense.
Yeah, the no-fly zone or whatever they
He's
call
gonna suck wind up mile high. Whatever.
Impressive, the Ravens. You don't have to like them, but a 20-0 shutout on the road. It doesn't matter in the end if you win 21-18 like the Steelers did, or 20-0, or 48-0. If you get to the Super Bowl and you hold the trophy at the end, that's all that matters. Are they going to do it? No. Does everyone in Baltimore believe they are? Yes. But after week 1, 20-0 is 20-0. So, and that said, we are now past this Thursday where the Bengals look like poop again. So maybe it wasn't as impressive as it originally
Andy
seemed.
Dalton, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing?
Mike has you on his fantasy team in the 2-quarterback league.
You suck.
You know who doesn't suck?
You're
I
terrible.
have Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers. I love my team.
You are horrible. I don't even know the words to describe the terribleness that comes out of your arm when you throw.
Another poo-poo platter. You didn't bring them up, but the Cardinals. Another team I had 11-5.
Carson Palmer
looks done.
He was like 58. 58 in his QBR rating. Yeah, he was terrible. Plus D. Johnson. Plus D. Johnson was
Oh yeah, David Johnson. By the way, my 11-5 for them or 10-6 is gone because David Johnson. Carson Palmer was 34.3 his QBR.
Right, blows.
Better than Cam Newton though. Cam Newton won 23-3. QBR, something's got to be wrong with QBR.
QBR is what they go by now, but whatever.
I think it takes.
I like old passer.
I think it's like kind of like WAR. It takes into like running points. Anyway.
Whatever.
Who was I just talking about? Oh, Arizona. I just thought Arizona would be better. You cannot predict the injuries. So David Johnson going to sucks, but Palmer looks like crap. What are you doing? Why are you playing with my laptop?
Look at this redhead down here. What are we doing?
Oh, stop. Is that the Game of Thrones girl?
No.
No.
And she's kind of
I feel like that's an illegal dating site right there.
I think it looks like it, but you know what? I saw it with the nose down, up, and I just saw the eyes, and I'm serious.
I'm not clicking that. Now I'm off my page. Where's my scores?
You just clicked on it.
Cardinals sucked.
Whoa.
Cardinals sucked.
Nice.
Whatever. Redskins sucked. Ravens impressed. I think the Colts have a lot to worry about. I think if they don't get Luck back in the next 2 weeks, they're done.
And even with Luck, I don't think they're good. I told you how overrated I believe he is.
I think it's the opposite. Andrew Luck doesn't lose 46-9 to the Rams.
No, they still lose the Rams.
Maybe.
And the Rams were very impressive. That defense.
Yeah, because they were against Scott Colzine. The Colts are in a lot of trouble. They don't get.
I was a little depressed, not depressed, but I was less than impressed with the Packers at home. Even they were going against Seattle. I thought it would have been a little bit better.
What?
But
the spread was 3. They won by 8. They did more than what Vegas expected them.
Yeah, but I was thinking more fantasy-wise out of my boy Aaron. A little bit more.
Is that because you drafted him again?
Yes.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers and Andy Dalton, if you're listening, disappointment right here. Aaron Rodgers looked good. He did through one ill-advised pick, but he's also going against a really good secondary and good pass rush.
Oh, Seattle's great. Yeah.
Now
on the other side, the Packers nailed Seattle because
the Packers front 7. And, it's a combination. The front 7 looked good. Mike Daniels was in the backfield the whole time.
Russell Wilson blew.
Their offensive line can't block.
Oof,
he was running for his life the whole time. Good. So, I don't care, again, how they went. Because in the end, when they both end up 12-4, guess who gets the tiebreaker? Packers. You're going to have to go through Lambeau if they end up with a tiebreaker
I would love
or better.
for it to go through Pittsburgh.
I really hope we're recording now. I don't know if we can reproduce this magic that's going on.
I hope that it is the Packers and Steelers in the Super Bowl.
I hope so, too. And you're so cheap not even to go see a Sunday night game with me. We'll definitely go to Florida Super Bowl.
In Minnesota.
Josh might go. No, he wouldn't go.
He hates sports.
He want to kill himself. Anyway, so those are my takeaways from week 1. I think the Falcons also, you saw the Super Bowl hangover from them. They should have lost the game. Jordan Howard dropped the goal line catch to win it. So hopefully my boy that I got in all my leagues, Tariq Cohen, is now going to be the main back in Chicago. Yeah. But
get you, 50 a game?
He got 26.6 in NFC as a backup.
Unbelievable.
Last week. I didn't start him, though. Unbelievable. I wasn't expecting that role. All right. So that was who impressed, who worries us going forward. We've had one game this week. The
Bengals. I'm really disappointed about what they're doing this year because being an AFC North guy, knowing the Bengals and knowing that they always put the Steelers through their paces, they have good games against us. We have good games. It's a nice little rivalry. I expect more out of the Bengals. And when you see they have Joe Mixon and they have Boyd from Pitt last year and they have Ross this year, they've got A.J. Green, they got Eifert, and they can't put a touchdown on the board.
Their first team's like 1930-something.
That's unbelievable.
To not score a touchdown their first 2 games.
So you know what I think? It goes even beyond that. Fire your damn coach.
You know they fired the offensive coordinator because there was a threat of a coup?
That's great.
A.J. Green, I didn't threaten to quit, but they were so pissed in the locker room.
Ray Lewis is Marvin Lewis is 10 years past his time of being fired.
Marvin Lewis is garbage. He's a great defensive coordinator.
Jesus.
Give
Not
the ball
even that.
He was. But give the ball to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon should have 20 carries a game. Gio Bernard's done. I mean, he's an okay third down back. Jeremy Hill's garbage.
Right.
Open it up so that Dalton can throw the ball down the field. Now, that's it, Dalton. Dalton, you were bad. But keep it up because you're on Mike's team.
You're terrible.
I hope that.
That's okay. Trevor Simeon's waiting to take your ass out. Don't worry.
You know your team's bad when you're waiting for Trevor Simeon to be your savior. Team I thought was garbage.
Yeah.
Giants. They were bad. They need OBJ back in the worst way.
I hope he never comes back.
I took him as my number. I took him as I love OBJ.
Ugh.
Beckham, I need you back for Monday night. Monday night. I need
Hand Tone, just keep doing your thing, brother. You just keep showing OBJ.
I didn't have a chance to draft Antonio.
Second fiddle to you, brother.
They lost 19-3. Dak looked good.
Yeah.
He missed.
It was a typical NFC East game.
If Beckham's there, it's probably 19-17 or something.
I don't even think that.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
That offensive line sucks. They have no running game. Eli Manning. Every year, the prognosticators and the hype guys are like, "Oh, he's gonna have a good year." And he shits the bed.
Another disappointment for me. Titans. A lot of us said Titans as sleeper pick this year.
Yeah.
A home game, opening game against the Raiders, and the Raiders are good, but traveling to the East Coast or semi-East Coast, like Titans should have played better.
Well, you just don't like Carr, and Carr had a really good game.
Carr had a pretty good game.
Right, and you still don't like him.
He had 262 yards on 32 attempts.
What was his statistic? He didn't throw a multi-touchdown game till week 10 last year or something like that, you said?
Or he had 1-3, I think.
Yeah.
But he only had 2, 3 or more last year. He didn't have 3 to this one. For fantasy-wise,
I picked up their defense this week against the Colts.
We're not talking about their defense. It's against the Jets.
It'll be good.
It's the Jets. You're
right.
terrible. This guy doesn't prep at all. All right, so those,
I do prep.
Those are the ones I hated.
Prep's right in the mind.
Ones I liked. Was there anything? Oh, and shout out to the Vikes. The Vikes look good on Monday Night Football. And maybe that's because the Saints aren't that good. I don't know, but the Vikes.
Bradford was pretty damn good.
Did you hear he's got soreness in his surgically repaired knee, and they just called up some other quarterback from the practice squad?
He's gonna play tomorrow. He's good.
A lot of medical experts out there
he
saying
looked
worried.
really good.
Yeah, but a lot of guys are saying worried about the
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs looked awesome.
Legit.
Thielen.
And my boy, Dalvin Cook.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Leonard Fournette. Go with the rookies.
Let's pull up the bets. Let's review the
bets.
bets.
With the rookies. How's my boy doing, TJ in Pittsburgh? How's he doing?
All right, so let's review bets.
Oh, here it is. Let's do it.
McCaffrey and Mixon. We're on low battery, so we're doing solid. McCaffrey and Mixon I have versus Cook and Fournette in our league scoring. You're crushing it.
I am killing you.
All right, it's going to be tough to come back unless...
Right.
Yeah. You have TJ Watt versus my JJ Watt. I really hope this is recording right now. TJ, I think, has 2 sacks. JJ's got 2 games and 0 sacks. But it's JJ Watt.
Oh, an interception, too. Just remember that.
But we're not betting interception. We're betting sacks.
Okay.
Tyreek return touchdowns, not overall touchdowns. 3.5, has 0 so far. Steelers over/under wins 12.5. They got 1, so Mike's on his way. Patriots wins over/under 14.5. Hey Tommy, you're gonna have to go 15-0 the rest of the way. And then our Dak versus Wentz bets.
Wentz is crushing.
Total touchdowns. Wentz is up 2-1.
Yeah.
Completion percentage. I think Wentz is up. I'll look that up. Dak went 24 of 39. Which is what? What is that? 12 out of 20. 60% he went. A little over 60%. Yeah, Wentz is a little better. 26 out of 39. So 2 better completions. QBR, Dak's actually better, I think, because of his running. Fewest interceptions, Dak's better. But passer rating
96
goes to Wentz. Anyway, so that's the review of what there's on the board right now. Mike is currently in the lead, which is no surprise if you see my NCAA football picks for today. All right, we'll move on. We have 2 more segments, and then we'll wrap up. Last NFL segment today is we're going to give you 5 Sunday sillies. Cue the music.
Silly time.
We need a soundboard.
Okay.
We need a producer, a soundboard. We need a video camera that's not a phone that gets vibrated onto or that falls off the tripod.
Okay, let's just do this.
Go ahead, you got your 5 Sunday sillies.
I'm gonna go with my number 1, even though I hate them. I think they're trash. I still think they're gonna beat the Cleveland Browns by more than 8 points. I'm gonna take the Ravens. Okay, giving the 8 there.
All right.
I think Carolina wins by more than 7.
So you like
the Buffalo Bills? I like the home.
You like laying the wood, huh?
Yeah, I like laying it at home.
All right, why don't you take the Pats too? Because
I'm gonna take the Pats also, but the Pats are on the
You're
road,
giving up a lot of points this weekend.
and they're gonna win by more than 6.5. What's that? 3? And what were my other ones here? I did say another one. I'm gonna take the old Oakland Raiders at home.
Oh my God.
13.5 points. I say they win by 20. They smoke the Jets.
He doesn't like dogs.
Don't like dogs. Bark. Don't like them. And then I am going to take, which I've already taken in my pick'em. I'm going to take the Lions plus the 3 at home to the Giants.
They're on the road.
The Lions
on the road to the Giants.
Yeah, on the road to the Giants. Giants are at home.
That's going to depend on Beckham, really.
Well, I don't think I think Stafford's just doing much better out there, and my boy Galladay and Golden Tate are really having a good first game, and they're going to continue to have good seasons.
Kenny G.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Smooth like Kenny G.
Who?
Take the Packers plus 3. It's Sunday Night Football at Atlanta. Atlanta's still a Super Bowl hangover. Aaron Rodgers wants to exact revenge. Continue the tiebreaker necessity. Taking it from Atlanta. He's already taken it from Seattle. I like the money line plus 125, but my lock is plus 3. They're going to cover the field goal. I'm also taking the over 65.5 or 65.5, 56.5. 65.5 would be a lot. For that game. So
what did you say it was? I got 56.5.
56.5.
Oh,
I said 65.5,
okay.
and then
you have a little dyslexia there.
Yeah. So over 56.5. Pack plus 3.
Okay.
Where's my other one here? I'm taking the Chargers laying 3.5. So I'm finally going to your route and laying some points. I think at home. I know
with
that
the 15
fans. You got another notification. Twitter's telling you something.
With the 15 fans that they have in LA?
Yeah, but I think the matchup against the secondary in Miami, Rivers is going to throw for 3+ touchdowns in that game.
And plus, you got Jay Gutless as your quarterback,
Yeah,
that defensive line is going to eat them alive.
I'm going to take your boys, the Steelers, minus the 6 right now. Lock it in now, because when Bradford doesn't play tomorrow, which I think is what's going to happen, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be 27-10.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit something on that. Don't say that. That defensive line in Minnesota is pretty darn good.
Lock it in.
And if Ben doesn't watch out, he could get a couple
minus
sacks.
-6, because once Bradford's announced out, it's going to jump to -8, 8.5.
Okay.
You're going to have to lay over the touchdown, so get it under a touchdown right now. And finally, I'm taking the Browns plus 8. It's too many points. The Ravens aren't that good.
Wow.
So since you've got the Ravens -8, and I've got the Browns plus 8, and we're locks.
Right.
One of us is going to lose $5. Put it in the bet book.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm going to owe you 35.
You'll owe me 35?
I owe you 30 still.
For what?
For draft, for golf.
Oh, for DraftKings. That's right.
Because I don't have a...
Yes! I completely forgot about it.
Oh, that was great.
Can you PayPal me?
PayPal.
It's 2017.
I am your PayPal.
2017. Or,
I will pay you, and we're pals.
How about Bitcoin? Can you Bitcoin me?
Jesus. By the way, how's that going?
I'm down $100 right now on that. I was up like 400 a week ago. It wasn't Bitcoin.
God.
It was what am I doing? XRP.
XRP. God.
All right.
Okay,
So
what are we doing here?
I have Packers plus 3. Over in the Packers, landing at 56.5.
Okay.
Chargers -3.5. Steelers -6. I'm taking the Browns plus 8 versus his Ravens -8. So
don't say they're my Ravens. I'm just picking them for this week.
Mike's Ravens -8. Recap yours. You've got Ravens -8, Panthers -7, Pats -6.5. Raiders -13. A lot of negative signs on this board here.
Let's put a bet on
Lions plus 3.
Let's put a bet on if Justin Tucker hits a 60-yarder this week. I think that's a lock. At home?
I'll take under. $5.
I'll take the over 5.
So 60 and above, you win.
Yeah.
So over 59.5 is the.
Because Harbaugh's a cocksure jerk, and he'll be like, "Oh, let's put him out there."
Tucker 60 is Mike.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, we're almost done. Last thing, we'll have a poll created and we'll get it out there. We need you guys to vote again.
Ooh, what's this? The best way you like your steak done?
There's only one way: medium rare. You agreeing?
Yeah.
You can agree with me, huh?
Medium.
No. It's no. You gotta taste it.
Yeah, medium. I don't like the pure pink. I like.
You don't like pink, do you?
Haven't tasted it. That's not how I get my steak done.
Going to hell. Going to hell.
Happy anniversary.
Medium rare or yeah, we are filming this on Mike's anniversary, so he's definitely getting some hair pie tonight.
Jesus.
No, we're not ranking. You're not ranking.
Okay, what are we
states.
ranking?
We're ranking the top 8
Okay.
professional sports leagues.
Okay.
We're gonna bracket them,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have our fans, guys. You are our
You.
fans. We're gonna vote what's the best league
Okay.
out there. Now you
Okay.
can vote on whatever you want. What it's like to attend in person, what it's like to watch on TV, the value you place on being able to bet it, watch it, fantasy, your connection to players, whatever it might be, your community. So whatever you're feeling, your number one sport is. What do you enjoy most? So we got the PGA. We love the PGA. MLB, baseball. NHL, dead last, I think. NBA,
Dead last.
maybe. Next to last, probably. NFL, was third to last. College football, college basketball, and we're going to throw UFC in there. Because there's people out there who like UFC.
Okay.
Speaking of UFC, you know what's tonight?
Canelo Triple G.
Not UFC, but boxing.
I
Correct.
didn't
Real
know.
boxing, not Mayweather
Yeah, right.
McGregor. So that's going to be a great fight. Who do you got?
I like, after what I saw, I like Canelo last night.
I'm rooting for Canelo. I think Triple G knocks him out late.
Wow.
But I'm rooting for Canelo.
But I'm going to be watching it.
All right, so we got and tennis didn't make it. Josh, I'm sorry. I agree Federer's one of the greatest athletes of all time, one of my favorites. But tennis, except for the majors,
I like female tennis.
They all like guys.
Maria Sharapova's back.
She's all right. She's all right.
Oh my god.
Did you see the girl that won it though?
No.
Sloane Stevens,
Yes.
the American.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if she was unranked, but she was lowly ranked. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But she's an up and comer. It's coming.
How old is she? Is she like early 20s?
Maybe even 19.
Good
Yeah,
for her.
so
Good for
that's
Anyway,
solid.
tennis did not make it. We didn't throw boxing in there either. So we got PGA, MLB, NHL, NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, UFC. How we rank?
You didn't put soccer in there.
Oh!
Oh shoot! Take the UFC. Oh, I should have just left it.
I'm
Oh.
a jerk.
He didn't put EPL. He didn't put La Liga,
Well,
Bundesliga. He didn't put any of that.
we're gonna
crap
say
in there. Professional
we
soccer.
have to retape this. This is an error.
I love
I wish we had editing as well. There's a lot of wish lists I have. Are we on low battery 5% yet?
We're on low battery 20%.
That was
Probably
like
15.
That was like 10 minutes
Okay,
ago.
well, you need to speed this up then.
Soccer. Professional
Maybe
soccer.
that's how it gets us to go through the podcast quicker.
Professional soccer. All right, so who's our number one seed?
NFL. It's king.
Yeah, I agree.
King. Money, going to games, tailgating, all that. Number two,
Number two.
college football. It's the exact same thing as NFL, except for it's a little harder to bet because there's a little more inconsistency because of a bunch of players that
Right.
you don't know. Like betting like a fantasy-wise.
I
Now,
agree.
it's more fun to bet the spread
I
in
agree.
college.
I agree, except for you're dead wrong. It's baseball. So baseball's the number 2. It's the America's pastime.
Oh, God, no. Have you seen people when they go to the baseball games? They're drooling, they're sleeping, it's
I went to 2
boring.
baseball games with you this year.
Right, and did you see my kids by the third inning? They're like, Dad, can we go?
They'd be the same way at the NFL or college football.
I'm not giving you number 2.
It's
That's
already
not
number
happening.
2. I've already locked it in. This is the unerasable.
We did
pen.
this with the pie thing, and I gave into some stuff.
You're
I'm
giving
not
in.
giving
It's
you that.
baseball.
You know you like college football.
I love college football, except
Give
for
that
today.
number
Today-
2.
today-
Give that number
today
2.
was bad.
MLB's 3.
Number 3 is
Put MLB as 2.
number 3 is
That's
college
3 on me.
football.
Oh my God, he doesn't listen.
Number 3 is college football. So we got that. All right. So what's number 4 then?
Number 4, I would have to say by popularity, would have to be soccer. I would say, not by my popularity, but real popularity.
Well, by real popularity, it's number 1 worldwide.
But American
is.
popularity.
It
whatever.
is 3, 1, and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And so who goes up against soccer then?
I would like to see PGA go up against soccer
I like that.
because I think they're two kind of, I don't want to say
I like
obscure,
it.
but they're sort of like out of the box,
I
you know?
like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then I want to put NBA and NHL against each other because see, you
We don't have the ability to do that because we already have it.
Oh.
We can't go against each other.
Okay, well then put
College basketball against college football?
yeah,
Is that fair or?
Oh, see, college basketball's number 3. God, college football.
You just
and
said
bas-
college football was number 3.
No, college football's number 2. College basketball's number 3. They're so much better than MLB. What game are we on? 190? What game are we
Remember
on?
when you thought there was 108?
No, 160. I know there's 162.
162. We're on like 150 right now.
Isn't it playoffs yet? I mean,
Hey, the 12th family that lives in the house across the street just pulled up.
hey.
Pretty sure it's a brothel.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of
There's a
stuff
lot
going
of criminal
on.
activity going on our street, so.
Just look us up.
Amherst Lane.
Anyways.
We got to throw something against college football. College
Okay,
basketball.
college basketball. That's fine. God, you're killing me.
You think college football is better than baseball?
Oh,
We're gonna
God,
find out.
yes.
So if you
God,
think that,
yes.
you think that college football should crush basketball.
College football and college basketball should not be near each other. That's
You just said to put it there.
Because you're making me.
Then put college basketball against NHL, NFL.
No, because anything loses the NFL.
How about against MLB then, since you don't think it's better than MLB?
Put hockey.
No, you just said you thought basketball and college basketball and football were better than MLB, so why don't we put college basketball against MLB?
Okay, fine.
So you just gave up. He just gave up college basketball as number 7.
I can't do it with him. It's I can imagine him in the grocery store with his wife. It's like she's like, hey, let's go get some oranges. No, oranges aren't good for you. We're not getting oranges. If you put oranges in my basket, we're not going to get them. No, you can't. But I'm going to put some oranges. No, you can't put oranges. By the time they get to the cart, there's no oranges in the cart, and you lose your vitamin C.
What are you talking about right now? I don't go to the grocery store. I don't even know what all oranges are in.
I can't deal with you at this moment.
When she asked me to get milk, that's an adventure.
You go milk the cow. Milk the cat's teats.
Are you talking about your anniversary again?
Whoa. Whoa.
I was talking about you.
Whoa.
Back on topic. Where are we?
Put NBA against NFL.
I'm gonna put NHL versus it.
Put NHL against college football. Yeah.
NHL.
Yeah. Although that's a tough one. I'd pick NHL.